You're looking at the oldest of the big cats. In fact, the earliest known cheetahs date back some 4 million years. But to understand the plight of the modern cheetah, you just have to go back, 10,000 years, to the end of the last ice age. By the time things thawed out, as few as 500 cheetahs existed, which means today's cheetahs all come from a handful of common ancestors, sharing so much DNA, it's as if they're all identical twins. This lack of genetic diversity limits their breeding success and ability to ward off disease. Despite the small gene pool, cheetahs were able to build up their numbers over the years. But then came the worst threat of all, human-caused impacts.
The cheetah is an animal that doesn't do well in protected game reserves. So 90% of the cheetahs living out in Africa are found outside of protected areas where they're in direct conflict with humans and their livestock.
No matter how you add it up, cheetahs are on the losing end of that conflict. In a relatively short amount of time, cheetah populations have suffered dramatic declines. Hunting and poaching have definitely taken their toll. However, the real impact comes simply from the number of humans now living in traditional cheetah ranges. There's less prey to hunt and less space to hunt in.
Most of the cheetahs are found in fragmented populations. 2/3 of them are very small populations, maybe 50 animals, 25 animals, throughout about 2/3 of the country.
Which is why groups like the Cheetah Conservation Fund are so important. As head of CCF, Dr. Lori Marker hopes to stabilize and restore cheetah numbers.
From our base in Namibia, where we have a research and education center, we're working to save the wild population of cheetahs from Namibia and throughout the range.
So here's the basic challenge. You've got humans that need land to grow food and raise livestock. You've got cheetahs that live on that land and sometimes have to prey on that livestock. You want to save the cheetah, but you don't want to hurt the farmer's livelihood. What do you do?
We work with the farming community to protect their livestock, grow their wildlife, and actually maintain landscapes that allow predators like the cheetah on their land.
The Cheetah Conservation Fund also provides one other key solution: dogs. Specifically, Anatolian Shepherds. CCF breeds and then places the dogs with farmers to guard their stock. And the Cheetah Conservation Fund teaches the farmers how to care for and utilize the dogs. And they also provide free medical care for the animals. To date, nearly 200 Anatolian Shepherds have been placed as livestock guardians and have had a dramatic impact by reducing the number of wild cheetahs trapped and killed in Namibia. And cheetah conservation can also happen closer to home. The White Oak Conservation Center here in the U.S. is renowned for research, rehabilitation, and conservation of a variety of animals, including cheetahs. The goal is to increase genetic diversity and bolster population numbers.
Every cub that's born, we look at within a 2-year period trying to place them into another zoological institution. The Cheetah Species Survival Plan sets up so that we can look at the genetics of all the individual animals, and then we'll have a better idea of who should be breeding with whom and who shouldn't be breeding with whom, which is very important as well.
This work to strengthen the cheetah's genetic mix, combined with a better general knowledge of cheetah numbers and movement, as well as conservation in their native ranges, should contribute greatly to this amazing cat's survival. But when it comes to saving a species, the work of conservancies like White Oak and the Cheetah Conservation Fund are only part of the story. The other part is you. There are so many ways to get involved, plus a wealth of online resources to turn to. One place to start is our own Shamu TV Saving a Species webpage. Make a visit, learn more about cheetahs, and then share the knowledge with your friends. Before you know it, you'll be plugged in with people all over the globe, all committed to making sure cheetahs stay with us for generations to come.